Hi, and welcome back to Cedar Porch Homestead. I'm JR, and we have come out of our Arctic blast. We've had a couple nights that got to below freezing temperatures, and that might be it for us. I don't know. There might be a couple more cold nights coming. February is officially, or mid-February is kind of our last official frost date or our last hard freeze dates. So we have to start planning on the spring, and we have so many things coming up this year that we're really excited to share with you guys, but we can't do that just yet. And we've got some really interesting things that I can share with you that is really ushering our way into the spring season, even though we're not there yet. But you have to prepare. And if you're like me, you're probably kind of jumping the gun a little bit, but at the same time, if you're not jumping the gun, then you're gonna fall behind. So let me show you some of the things that we're doing here on our backyard homestead to prepare for this spring. All right, so one of the first things that we have done is we have ushered in our new baby bunnies. Mama had just a few. It's a smaller litter than she's used to. We only had 3, but they're all nice and healthy and happy and warm, which is the most important part. So not only have we gotten to welcome our new bunnies here on the homestead, well, we have a breeding cycle that we need to start picking up with again. We kind of let the colder temperatures through November and December and through January kind of slow down a little bit because then we can't really put our rabbits on pasture because we don't have the grass growing here. So we kind of hold off when the grass goes dormant of having new babies born. So now that we are going to be coming into spring, we need to start thinking about our breeding cycle again, and that's what we're going to do today. Is we're going to go ahead and breed one of our bunnies with our buck, so here in about 31 days we'll have some new babies. We got one successful fall off. That's 2. Okay, so we're not going to show everything that goes into the breeding process, but we do actually have to watch to make sure that he gets the fall offs necessary to make sure she's bred. Now we try to get 4 to 5 fall offs per breeding cycle, and that pretty much make sure that she's going to be bred and we're going to have a successful litter of little baby bunnies here in just about a month. All right, our boy handled his business. He got the necessary fall offs we needed for a successful breeding. So we've got those guys separated out now. They're going to live their lives independently of one another because that's what rabbits do. And we're going to start getting some of the stuff here in Ashlins Garden removed, get that all moved so we can get it out in the sun and prepare for some rain that we're getting this week. All right, well, let's see how this all fared out. So, I still see flowers, so that's a good thing. Yeah. I guess start taking the clips off.
The clips are kind of cold because of the metal.
It did get a little cooler than I thought it was going to be today.
Yeah. My flowers are still alive.
They sure are. They look good too.
Well, all of them.
Your snapdragons took a little bit of freeze damage.
The Dusty Millers look good though.
They do. Everything kind of looks okay.
One day I'm gonna move to a place that like I can actually grow a grapefruit thing, and it's gonna be like many years later, and I'm gonna be like getting grapefruits from this grapefruit tree that I started from seed.
Aren't you trying that right here?
Yes, but I don't know if grapefruits are even gonna like fruit here.
Oh, great. No, citrus does wonderful here.
Oh, it does?
In this, yeah.
Oh, I haven't.
So you're
actually.
good. You never have to leave us. This spring, we're adding quail to our backyard homestead. My oldest daughter has decided that she is going to be establishing her own Quail Empire, and they're going to be centered around these guys that she bought as hatching eggs off of Etsy. Got them delivered, put them in the incubator, and hatched them. They're in the brooder doing fantastic now. Personally, I had no idea how fast quail grow. At 2.5 weeks, these guys are almost completely fully feathered. Now, I have some things that, well, she has some things lined out for me to do for these guys outside, which are some amazing projects that I can't wait for you guys to see, but it's so small in comparison with the big picture things that we're going to be establishing this year. We absolutely want to take you on this journey with us, so make sure that you're subscribed, hit that notification bell and give us a thumbs up. We want to make sure you're notified when we come out with those videos and when we're able to announce. It's hard for me not to announce different things right now, but I can't, but we will. Eventually, when we make that public, I want you guys to be the first to see it, so make sure you're subscribed. And we have so much more that we have to get ready for spring, and that actually starts right now at the end of winter or midwinter, depending on how you look at it. We're at the end of January, and there's still so many things that we have to get started right now. Well, this is a whole lot of fun. So we have made it out of all the freeze weather. I talked about us getting some rain the other day. Well, we got it. And we have about 4 days of it lined up. Today being the first day of it. And you can see everything is soaking wet. I guess. Well, you're dressed for the weather. The beauty of having a lab, always in a happy mood when the weather is like this. The more water, the better for that water dog. Okay, with all the rain outside, we're not going to be able to get a whole lot done out there. That's fine. I need to be right here in the shop to get some seed started because, well, I need to start my tomatoes for our spring garden. I did not realize that I needed to get those started as early as I am, but thanks to Seed Time, it lets you know exactly when to get those seeds started and when to get those out based on your specific growing zone. Now, I've got a link in the description below where you can set up your own free account. And when you do that using that link, it will give you $5 in the store towards seeds. So I recommend you checking that out. It's an amazing calendar that you can plug in the specific seed that you need to plant, and it will completely generate a calendar of when to get those seeds started, either as a seed start or direct sown. Now, I need to get these tomatoes done, and I'll show you kind of a little concoction I make. Get my seeds started. Okay, first off, I just like using a organic seed starting mix because I have tried to use my own personal compost in the past and it just hasn't worked out as well as I like. It does work, but I have found to get seeds started, this works just a little bit better. So all I do is dump this in one of my little mixing buckets. All right, and that is extremely, extremely dry. And I'll show you how we're going to fix that in just a moment. However, before I start getting that ready, we just harvested some vermicompost out of my Worm Factory 360. And we have got some, it even comes with its own worms. So what I'm going to do is just add 2 handfuls of the vermicompost to my seed starting mix. And then I'm going to take my pitcher of water and add just a little bit of water to get it started. And then I'm just going to start hand mixing this all together so that everything gets nice and moist. And that will make a great seed bank for our seed starts to get the best start they can. All right, so when you know you have enough water in, what you're looking for is it to shape to your fingers when you squeeze it, but it can still break apart. So you don't want it to be super dry. You don't want it to be overly saturated. You just want it to be nice and moist so it holds shape when you squeeze it. As far as seed storage, if you have the opportunity to get yourself one of these plastic ammo cans, these work perfect for seeds Today we're going to be planting some San Marzano and some Amish paste tomatoes. They're from Mary's Heirloom Seeds. Love these guys because we've had really high success rates with their seeds that we've gotten from Mary's Heirloom Seeds. So what I do, I just go through and make my 1/4-inch little holes right here in the middle of the seed starts. And the rest of the seeding process goes really, really fast. And just lightly pack the surface, but we are not packing down around like on top of the seed because we want that seed to be able to germinate quickly and come right through that top layer of soil. All right, and now we have officially seeded our tomatoes for this year. Okay, and probably one of the more important things to do is make sure that we have our tomatoes labeled so we know which ones are in which pots, because sure enough, here in a couple weeks, I'll forget which ones I did in which pots. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching this video. Now this is just the start of our 2024 season. We're getting our garden already started. We've got some amazing builds for those quail and a lot of surprises along the way with some other cool builds that we're gonna be doing around the backyard homestead. And we wanna make sure you guys are along with us on that journey. So make sure you're subscribed. Give us a thumbs up and hit that notification bell so you're notified when we come out with those videos. Also, leave a comment or a question below. That helps with the algorithm so we can get these videos out to more people. And I love answering your questions. So make sure you do that below and we will see you on our next video. Thank you so much.